Trump is playing a racial card in this, and people have to understand what's really going on. This othering is another one of the things that tends to lead to the beginning of fascism, when you begin to say these people are the problem. So he starts his campaign way back saying President Obama was a problem because he wasn't really in America. He was not born here. Then he runs for president, he attacks Mexicans, he attacks Muslims, and he carries that all the way through, and creates this fear of the other. And he gets a certain amount of people to bite that fear. We are living in fearful times, but he's directing the fear in the wrong direction. Muslims are in our armed services. Latinos are in our armed services. We should be talking about fair and just immigration policies, not about how to build walls and how to keep people out. It's exactly opposite of what our country stands for. That woman in the harbor says, send me. It doesn't simply say, it doesn't say repel me. It actually says, send me your tired, your poor, and your other masses. So this is dangerous nativism, extreme nationalism. There's a whole lot of racism in this because he's picking on groups that tend to be seen in the consciousness of people in the country as black and brown. But you can also trace this back to times when, there was a time people didn't want the Irish here, didn't want the Polish here, they didn't want Jews here. It's like tapping in to the sewage of our past and trying to bring that contamination into the present day. And that's why we have to stand up against it. It's a violation of our deepest moral values. Even before we talk about constitutional values, it's just a violation of our deepest moral values that call on us to respect all humans and to label entire religions as the cause of terrorism, which is a lie, and then to suggest that the problem with drugs and violence comes from the southern border. And to label Latino and Mexican people in that way is just wrong. It's ugly. It's mean-spirited. It's immoral. I don't even want to talk about it being un-American. It's immoral. And then to promote this kind of fear from the highest office in the land is deeply troubling and shameful. And that is why we must not only stand up, we must stand together. We must hook arms together. That's why many people are saying that we're creating sanctuary churches. If you want to arrest people in our churches, then come and arrest us first. But we're not going to see families torn apart.